there is some role reversals happening, but the world is changing so much, right? So we just got to figure out how to change with it. We got to figure out how to not be each other's, it's not even enemies the right word, but if women are making more money and being more masculine, something has to shift with the men too. That's why I don't like women communities. Like my friends might be like, let's have a women only event. I'm not coming. Because if we keep empowering the women and we're not empowering the kings, they're never going to be powerful enough to work with the women that are powerful. So we need more Black men being built up and built up properly. Helping you with your ego, helping you with the rejection, helping you with the cell psychology, helping you with your spirituality, helping you with everything, so that you won't be intimidated or even feeling inferior. If I don't know if that's the right word, but we close the gap that's happening between our Black men and women.
We both should know what's going on. Let's be transparent, girl, we grown. It's getting late, so call my phone, so we can do this one-on-one. Girl, we ain't doing.
All right, welcome to the Rich and Unemployed Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Dupiton, aka Finesser. And before we get started, make sure you guys check out the Patreon for the exclusive content that goes on Patreon before YouTube, and check out the merch, www.richunemployed.net. And I have a beautiful lady here in front of me today. You're like a rich woman.
Look.
I don't know. I have no idea. We're going to find out, though. Introduce yourself.
Hi, billionaires. I am Blessin Dystanee. I work really hard, so I might be a rich woman. I am your accident blessing. And should I go into that?
Keep going.
Okay, yeah. So what I do, if that's what this is about, is help people in car accidents. Connect with personal injury attorneys. I'm the middleman for that. But my secret sauce is everyday people like yourselves refer me these leads. I get paid for the leads, and I share those payouts with you.
So you're not a lawyer.
No.
You just connect the lawyer with the injured person.
Yes.
And that's how you got rich.
And that's how I got rich. But rich is relative.
How much they paying you?
Well, last year was my first $1 million year. I've been doing it as a full-time entrepreneur for 5.
How many people you got to find?
Years.
How many people you got to find for that?
About 20 people a month will make you $1 million a year. I'm sorry, 20 people a week will make you a millionaire.
How are you finding 20 people a week?
Very resourceful. Everyday people like yourselves are always referring me leads, and I share those profits with you.
You share the profits with me.
We can set up an arrangement.
I just got into an accident 2 days ago.
Are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
This happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really draw the accident energy, but I know how to find them.
I just got into an accident the
Look
other
at
day.
that. Let's help you.
How much I can get?
We need to do some due diligence, but here in Georgia, the policy limit is $25,000, so we always shoot for that.
That's the limit?
That's the minimum someone has to have for coverage, but there can be more. But that's the minimum they have to have.
So I can get $25,000.
No, we gotta prove a case, show a case why you deserve $25,000, but we can make it work because you got some neck pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a little back pain.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been limping and stuff.
My penis don't work no more.
The penis doesn't even work no more.
No.
I think that is an automatic $25,000 policy limit check.
For sure. I need at least 200.
Hopefully a commercial vehicle hits you. We could go for $1 million or more.
He was actually a Turo driver. He was doing Uber.
Nice. That's a commercial policy.
We getting paid. So Turo or Uber?
Either one.
Look at God.
Look at God. Won't he do
Blessing is about to bless me.
I'm your accident blessing.
So are you getting out of my cut or how does it work?
Huh?
You getting out of my cut or the lawyer paying you?
Oh, no. So I get paid for marketing. So typically a lawyer would do billboards and radio ads and TV ads. They just pay me directly for their marketing and I bring the leads.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone do this?
Anybody can do this.
How'd you get into it?
Just so randomly. I just needed a job and I ran into a man who had been doing this for some time, unofficially, like a side hustle. Mm-hmm. And then he taught me, and then he hired me for a company, and we were making so much money off of the side hustle of accident referrals, I was like, yo, you need to shut this company down and we need to focus on accident referrals. And this was 15 years ago when I met him and we started. I would say about 10 years, if this was 15 years ago, so 10 years ago, we went all in, closed that company down, everything we can think of to pursue accident referrals. Mm-hmm. He's a multimillionaire now. We worked together for another 5 years and I quit, started my own thing, and it's been up ever since.
I'm thinking I can do my own thing. I got a fucking podcast, a whole bunch of traffic. I could just make ads. Put me on.
Let's do it.
I got to give you a percentage.
Well, see, you don't have the network, which you can go out and build, but that's not as easy as it sounds of your lawyers and your doctors. So you might as well use my network and we just figure out a good number for you.
Got you. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
20 people a week. I don't see where the riches is coming from. I'm not doubting that you're not.
Yeah.
But, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So out of the 10 years that you've been doing it, right? Mm-hmm. 10 years?
In total, 15.
Total 15. Why is it your first $1 million year?
I was wondering the same thing. I've been doing it for myself for 5 years. So each year I did make more than the year before. Last year, I almost made $1 million, and this just happened to be my $1 million year. But I asked myself that very same question because there's so many people making multi-millions even younger than me. Mm-hmm. I think you have to be very, very intentional and be more concerned about your numbers. So for me personally, these last 5 years, my money always felt good. Mm-hmm. I never really knew my real numbers. Life just felt good. My house is the kind of house I want. The car is the kind of car I want. I can go buy what I want when I want it. But when I started paying attention to the numbers, I became more number motivated. And I was like, there's no reason that I didn't hit $1 million last year. Mm-hmm. And I got more intentional than I did. And this year I plan to hit 5 million.
5 M's.
Because I can. Once you set your mind to it, it's done. Mm-hmm. But a little girl from nothing at all, it was just feeling good, and I like the feeling.
You like the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Transparency. What gets measured gets measured.
What?
You can only measure what you're measuring. And feeling isn't a good measurement. So that it have you thinking you're making more than you really are. Because it feels good.
Got you. Because I was thinking, I think you're trying to put a whatever.
But that came from a real self-help book. I didn't make that up.
Okay. Thought you throwing shots at me or something.
Oh, never. Mm-hmm. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Measuring feelings, I don't know.
Just telling you my journey.
Where you from?
Originally Savannah, Georgia.
You from Savannah?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell. Where the country accent at?
You don't hear it?
Not really.
It's there.
I felt like you were from...
Because you said I sounded like Stormy. And I'm like, she's from New York.
That's what I was saying. It sounded like you from Virginia, somewhere up. But Savannah, a little country girl.
A little country girl from Savannah.
You're not married?
Single.
Why? How?
Some of our journeys take a little longer than others. I was a little country girl from Savannah, Georgia. What if I would have married a little country guy from Savannah? I'm so much bigger than that. So I really do believe that, and nothing's wrong with the little country guy from Savannah, Georgia, because I'm the little country girl from Savannah, Georgia. Mm-hmm. But I always had bigger dreams, bigger aspirations than that. But I was approached by men in that city, and I do believe just with what I wanted from life, I would have outgrown that. So I really believe that God is just allowing me to continue to grow so that I can really end up with my correct match and not just any match.
So you don't feel like you could have met someone in Savannah that could have helped you, or I could have built something together to get you? So you don't feel like you could meet someone, at the lowest and y'all make it together? What it sounds like you saying that.
Nope. So here's the thing, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Everybody's situation, journey, how they get with their significant other is totally different. I think that's where we're going wrong on these podcasts by saying it goes like this and it goes like that. And this is how you have to do it and you got to do it. I don't believe that. everybody has a message. Everybody has a calling. Everybody has a way. Everybody has a plan. For me specifically, God has told me I'm working on you to be a better woman in lots of areas, not just even financially, but in general, because I know what you're capable of. And that's going to allow you to get in rooms where I know your husband is. So I don't think there's anything, the love of my life still to this day is that country boy from Savannah, Georgia. And then when I tried to like have that conversation with him again, the blessing I am today is just, that can't be it. I need your ambition, your mindset, your willingness, your growth mindset to be more. And that's okay too. It's okay. That's just my personal thing that God told me he's doing for me. But I don't think that's the cookie cutter way for everybody.
Are you looking for a specific type of man?
I don't really have a specific type of man.
You
I would say in general, I don't have a type. I like men with morals, a sound moral system, a sound spiritual system, ambitious, consistent men. And that can look a lot of different ways.
Ambitious, consistent. What do you think of me?
But you check those boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
You just met me.
I know you from around. You know, you're an entrepreneur here in Atlanta, Georgia.
You been watching me?
I've seen some of your episodes.
What do you think?
Well, honestly, I've seen your episodes and I followed you from some. I've seen a few episodes and I unfollowed you because of some things that was said. Because I like a really wholesome timeline. And I was like, this ain't wholesome right here. And then I met you in person and I heard you say that, you know, sometimes they get a little spicy on the show, but that's not always how you are in real life. And I fuck with that. And so, yeah.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my transparency. I'm a Sag. We really don't know how to not keep it real.
Okay. Sag is, hold on. Wait. Sag is December. My sister's a Sag.
Okay, good people, right? December what?
Well, her birthday is November 28th.
Okay, but she's a Sag.
But I know Sag men that can get a little emotional. That's what I do know about Sag men.
Okay.
They're emotional.
So I don't know a lot. Well, when I think about a Sag man, I always go to Jay-Z. He don't get me emotional. But he's a Sag. But we're very nonchalant. So Sag men for Sag women, to me, usually don't work well because we're both too, like, nigga, fuck this. If it ain't working, it ain't working. Nobody's willing to go the extra mile usually.
What do you think you're compatible with?
Sign-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been so long. I really don't know.
I was hoping you said Leo.
I was going to say Leo.
Why you didn't say Leo?
On everything. I was, because my last, like, really good relationships, I was so young, like teenager. Though I miss those relationships, but they were Leos. Yes.
That's what I am.
Wow. My mom's a Leo. I love Leos. I love strong personalities in general.
That's me. I love Sag.
I promise that was on the tip of my tongue.
Why you didn't say it?
I just didn't say it because I was thinking about my 6th grade and my 9th grade and my 12th grade boyfriend. I'm like, nobody care about that.
You said it's been so long.
It's been so long. So I've been like officially single for 5 years. And then previous to that, I was in a situationship. So I really never counted that as a relationship personally because I always knew what that was for what it was going to be. And so the last time that I've been in love, like I just picked him and he picked me, no ulterior motives, and we just loved each other. I was 22 and I'm 37 now.
Damn.
It's been a very long time.
So what you doing? Just focus on yourself?
Well, those 8 years really flew by. That was most of my 20s. And then I got pregnant with my son at 32. So as we were breaking up, I got pregnant, literally. So I went in straight into, we dated all of my 20s. So now I'm 30. Like, I'm going to be independent. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm outside. Nice for what, Drake? Fuck these niggas. I'm outside. And yeah, outside got me real quick.
Damn.
And so I went straight into mommy mode. My son is 5. So I didn't date while I was pregnant. For the first 2 years, I didn't date, have sex at all. When he was 2 years old, that's when I had my first relationship with someone. And that wasn't even a boyfriend and girlfriend thing, but that was just me trying to get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was so goddamn crazy. He scared me. So I took another like 18-month break. And now we're kind of like, here we are.
He scared you how?
That guy was a gentleman and a really nice guy on the surface, right? And I remember him saying to me one day, I can't wait to see what it's like when we argue. And I'm like, because I'm not an arguing type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why would you say that? Like, why would you even manifest that into our lives? Why wouldn't we just enjoy what we got going on here? And then when we had that first argument, when we had that first disagreement that led to just us never getting back on the same page again, I completely understood why he said that, because he is toxic. When you say something he doesn't agree with, he just has to like keep going and going, and he really tries to hurt you. And I wish we had argued way sooner. Mm-hmm. It was probably about 9 months that we did even talk, but I see why he said what he said. We could have saved some time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't in arguing at all.
At all.
I think the best way to win an argument is to just, for me, I think just being real calm and just letting them have it. You know, like, all right, I get you. All right. Because too much friction is just somebody wants to win. Like, women want to win the argument. Just let them win. But in my mind, I won because
I let you win.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up. And
See, it's nothing like a well-read person. So I read How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I just read that too.
Oh, it's such a good book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it's not even that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I love you and I want this to work, or if I like you a lot and I want this to work, and it's not a life or death situation, I'm going to let you have it probably 7 out of 10 times. Maybe 3 times I'm going to be like, all right. Mm-hmm. But majority of the time I can recognize and be the bigger person and let you have it. And I think that's a wonderful trait. Like you said, women are emotional and we want to win. Because I remember before reading that book how important winning to me was. Mm-hmm. And then after reading that book, I'm like, because once I read something that makes sense, it sticks with me. I'm not one of those people that just read it just for the hell of it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm reading it and I apply it even to this day, and I read it years ago. Mm-hmm. I always think about that letter that Lincoln was going to write to the not the governor, to the general, and tell him how bad of a job he was doing. And then Lincoln was like, but I've never been to war. Yeah. I've never had people shooting at me and wanting to kill me. He might be going through a lot. This might not be the best letter. Mm. So even though the first letter was telling the truth about how he was doing a horrible job being a general, he ripped it up and wrote him a letter saying, I know you're doing the best you can. Mm-hmm. And it turned everything around and started winning.
It's not what you do, it's just how you do it. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I understand that very, very clearly. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, winning to some people is, you know, this one way, like, okay, I felt victorious. But like in that book, I learned, you know, like, it was one part when he wanted to fire, I think it was a mechanic or something. He wanted to fire a mechanic. He was like, okay, let me not be like negative. Let me tell him the positive things about him to remind him how he used to be.
Right.
Oh, yo, you used to do a really good job and you used to do that. And it kind of, it didn't bring him down. It was like, okay, damn, you know what? I've been slipping. And that way, okay, I still got what I wanted out of it.
Right.
You know, I had to fire this nigga. So I understand, like, just psychology.
Yeah. Everybody don't understand that. Everybody's not reading. Everybody's not studying. Mm-hmm. They're just being who they were born to be, the environments they've seen. Mm-hmm. It takes skill to be that person. Mm-hmm. That ain't just waking up, making those kind of decisions.
Mm-hmm. And I use psychology in relationships as well. Like, I think I used to be, I always thought I've been a good boyfriend. Mm-hmm. I think, but now I'm a great boyfriend.
Okay.
Because now I think I communicate very, very well, but now I kind of study the person to kind of adapt to them. So like I know
it's real easy.
It's really easy.
This shit is really easy if you care at all. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't care, you can look like you caring if you just cared a little bit. Mm-hmm. Me and my homegirl literally was just having that conversation before coming here today. It's like, we don't use psychology in our relationships. We have such a strong desire just to be ourselves. Like, we don't want to do the psychology. Mm-hmm. We don't want to play the game. Mm-hmm. We just want to be who we are. But it's almost, we just came to the conclusion, especially in the dating portion in the beginning, some psychology got to be added and some game got to be played, because other than that, we're getting played and they can smell that shit from a mile away. So we just had that conversation.
Games.
Our hearts are being broken off of just being honest. And just keeping it as real as we possibly can. We don't want to. You don't ever want to be a liar. I know you're not being a liar with the psychology, but it's still a way that you do anything.
Right. You got to play the game. You got to understand the game because I don't know, like dealing with women, dealing with all sorts of type of women just they go based off the man. You know, like, and if I set the tone for it, then like. This relationship can go really well or it can go really south. It just depends on like how I play it. And if I'm an argumentative type of person, then there's gonna be a lot of friction. But if I can calm situations down or like I can calm her down. I think I was having a conversation with Stormy, and she was just talking about like she used to be very masculine in her relationships, and she learned like, okay, I don't have to. I'm trying to tame this king, this lion, and it doesn't require argument. He might just be really frustrated. All I have to do is just really calm him down, and then I've won. You know what I'm saying? That's the psychology behind it, and some people just don't get it. So that's why a lot of relationships are failing because people don't get their partner. They don't even take the time to. All right, let me not be myself. Like the same person that always been in relationships, you got to change with the person that you're with. You got to understand them.
That is so true. Like my ex, the situationship guy, is on 10 all the time.
What did you just say? What?
The situationship guy.
Situationship, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. We're still friends. So every single time I talk to him, it's just like, can we talk calmly, please? So it's always on. So I said all that to say some people are addicted to that high energy, that toxic communication because it's all that they know. So they don't even know. Like we said, that's a skill. Recognize. Like Stormy's a reader. She's a wonderful saleswoman. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I'm learning that even all the books that we read on sales psychology, same thing in your relationships, same thing with your children. I recently started trading, same thing with like everything is the same if you really pay attention. All the principles, all the rules don't change based on the relationship. If you learn the rules, you learn the principles, it's good for everything. So because we're entrepreneurs and we do know how to be salesmen and do sales psychology, even though we don't want to bring that into the relationship, there's room for it. And we already know how to do it.
Give me a book on sales psychology.
Zig Ziglar.
He's great.
See You at the Top.
See You at the Top. All right. I think I'm really bad at sales. I'm really good at marketing.
I think so too. Well, not even sales, the marketing. I think I'm bad at marketing because I'm so real. I don't have time to be shooting dreams of y'all. It is what it is. But marketing is strategic.
It is.
I be in my feelings so much on my damn Instagram. I'm like, people are not here for this shit. Like, let me get out of... Y'all gonna feel what I'm feeling today.
Yeah,
That's bad for the money. But people, you know how it is in these days. Like, people are here for you anyway. But a lot of days I'm on my Instagram like, I wish I didn't post that. Like, I could have just stayed on target with my accent referrals. They ain't got to know this nigga tried me today.
Oh, that's what you be on?
I don't say it verbatim, but like if you're like reading in between the lines, you can tell I'm having a difficult time.
Oh, no.
But it's always optimistic. It's always happy. It's always like, we're going to get him next time, Tiger. Yeah.
I'm really good at bringing eyes and traffic to me, but like closing like the sale, like getting people to like
asking for the money.
Yes, like, and I be automatically thinking that people are just supposed to buy
because we buy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I put it out there, buy, motherfucker. But it's like a certain way that you have to do it, and I don't know. It
gotta be scarcity, like all the foolishness. There's only 11 left. That kind of stuff, and it's a whole 20,000. So yeah,
maybe you can help me with sales, and I can help you with marketing.
Let's do it. Nothing like a wonderful partnership
or relationship. You funny.
You know what I'm saying? So that to me is what I feel like. Well, God knows better than I know, but if it was up to me, it's like that's what's missing. It's been so long, and those little glimpses of decent relationships that I experienced, I love that feeling. It even makes me like more creative in my work. It makes me more happy in the workplace. So I'm longing for companionship. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Well, your son is 5, so
he needs a daddy, a good one.
Well, how you feel about that? Like, What about his regular daddy?
His regular daddy ain't daddying.
No.
We need another daddy.
Mm.
Yeah. But that daddy was never supposed to daddy. That daddy was just filling a spot that kind of spilled over. And here we are, but God don't make no mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, when you're getting out of a relationship and you ain't looking for another relationship, but you know, you're just having a little fun. I'm new to the streets.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not trying to settle down. I just got out of a relationship. I'm just having some fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the fun was just, It just kept funny.
Kept funny.
Yeah.
So how do you introduce a man to your son? Or introduce your son to a man?
As of yet, I've only done it once with the guy I started talking to when he was 2. And that's it.
I think it's harder for like having daughters. With a male, I think they could kind of like they could get to know different men, and they don't have to necessarily know that's like your partner. Like, They could be a friend, just a male figure in his life. Well, at what point do you even consider it? Like a year?
I don't think it's a time frame for me. But I am gonna, like, even the last time I didn't think I rushed it. Because I really didn't see him being that person. Like, he just didn't come across that way. But it's always a vibe for me. Like, it could be 2 weeks for you and maybe 2 years for the next guy. Mm-hmm. It's just, I'm real big on energy. Mm-hmm. So I try to use that accordingly. But I'm in no rush. So that's why he's only met one. Mm-hmm. But, and I don't really date a lot in general. But, I don't know, I feel, when it's time to. But the first one has taught me to be a little bit more cautious, though. Like, we going to make sure it's something before we're introducing. Yes.
It'll probably take me 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
I honestly don't date women with kids for the simple fact that I know that I'm probably gonna meet their kids, and I don't want to have to break up with both of y'all. So I like, you know what? Let me try to stay away from you because I love kids. Kids love me too, and I don't never want to be put in a situation like, damn, okay, well, I don't fuck with you no more. But
nah, I can't fuck with
damn,
you.
I fuck with this.
Yeah, but you can't. Mm-hmm.
But you can't. That's fucked up.
I like that rule. I used to have that rule until I got a baby. Now you got to change the rules.
Now you got to change the rules.
He can have one baby too.
Just one?
He can have one baby too because I need one more. That's going to put us at 3. And that's the max I can do. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Girl math.
Girl math. That shit ain't math. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said that you're ready to date. Like, you're ready for intimacy.
I said companionship.
My bad.
I can get intimacy.
Oh, can you? Mm-hmm. From what? It's easy for you to get that.
Yeah, it's easier to get intimacy than companionship.
Well, I mean, you don't really date, so where you gonna get intimacy from?
But the times I've tried to get companionship, I end up with the intimacy. And I'm like, that was easy.
That was easy.
You weren't ready for that, was you?
No. That was easy.
That was easy.
Okay. Let me formulate my thoughts.
Formulate. Are you often this speechless?
Speechless?
Or are you just formulating? You're not speechless?
Oh, I'm not speechless.
Okay.
No. Just thinking.
Just formulating.
Just thinking. Because sometimes I could be, sometimes I could just be a little much in the direction that I go. So I have to like just
pause.
Yeah. I'm not speechless. Maybe it's just you. You're just so beautiful.
I received that.
Then you have the see-through dress on and your toes out. Smell really, really nice.
I received that. But I got one kid.
That's fine.
You don't date girls with kids.
I said I try not to.
Don't break your rule. That's how you get your heart broke.
That's not a rule for me. Like, that's not a rule when set in stone. Where
okay, but usually that's not a thing that
here's the thing. So if I'm on Instagram and I see you with the child, I'm not even gonna try.
Okay.
But if I meet you
on the couch,
Not the couch.
With the see-through dress on.
No, if I just meet you and we're just having a great vibe, and it's like, and then you finally tell me you got a kid, I'm like, no, fuck that. You know, I've talked to women with kids, and I don't be so quick to meet their kids. I don't even think I met someone's child in a very, very long time.
That's fair.
Yeah,
because you know most of our traumas come from childhood. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's try to not take them through so much trauma. Let's try our best to know this relationship is going somewhere before we introduce them to our children. They don't need to know everybody. They don't need to be in your business like that.
What do you meet men at conferences or something?
Oh my gosh. So the guy that I'm talking to now, kind of, sort of, we met through a mutual friend.
Kind of, sort of.
And then, you know, I don't like internet dating. I don't like apps. But the crazy guy that I was talking to 2 to 3 years ago, he happened to be from Savannah, but I didn't know him. But we knew a lot of the same people. So we met on Instagram, technically. But the only reason I kind of felt comfortable with it, because I don't usually date people I just meet on social media, is because we knew a lot of the same people. Other than that, it's usually kind of like crazy. So my son's father, I met him at a bar. And then the guy that I was in a situationship with, I just met him walking through the mall.
Randoms. Just like randomly meeting people.
Except for the last guy, I was introduced to him specifically.
To date. Okay,
to meet as friends.
Okay. Hey, I got somebody I want you to meet, and just kicked off. Okay. Would you ever approach a man?
I have before. I don't really desire to do that anymore, but I don't mind shooting my shot. It's not a definitely no. I'll do it.
What? How'd you do it last time?
How did I do it last time? There was this guy that I was interested in, and we were all out one night, and we were going to another spot, I guess. So I just DM'd him what was the next spot. And he DM'd me back, but I didn't see it. So I hit him up the next day, like, well, can we go out on a date? And he was like, no, I'm really busy. And I believe that he was really busy. Like, it's a really popular guy. I was surprised he even responded to me. But yeah, that's why I mentioned him, because my homegirls was like, you tried to talk to him? I was like, well, he ain't gonna see me unless I say something to him. So I gotta shoot my shot. So I shot it.
Did you make it?
Didn't make it, but I had 50% opportunity. 50%. If I didn't shoot it, I would have had a 0% opportunity. I'm always going to look to the bright side. That glass is half full.
You know, I like that. You know, some women against that. You know, I'm not telling. No, like
he would have never recognized me any other way other than me shooting my shot.
So, do you think he turned you down because he's busy, or he just didn't like you?
I honestly believe that he was busy, and then he didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And then when he did get a girlfriend, and I saw who his girlfriend was, I don't think that was his type. I'm not. My feelings are not hurt, though. It is what it is. Yeah, it's life.
Shoot your shot.
But shoot your shot, though. Anything you want in life, shoot your shot.
I'm glad you said that, because women need to hear that. I get women that shoot their shot at me.
I can believe that.
Women have a funny way of shooting shots. Like, they don't.
How should we tell us how they're doing it, and then how we should do it?
Women, they do it indirectly. Like, they just, with their way of flirting and letting it be known that they like you, is just, they sent you a message. That's it. Like, it's not even a message like saying that they're interested. It's just like replying to a story or just some funny shit. And then, like, you wouldn't even know until they said, well, I said something. It's like women just open the door for it. So they open the door and it's on the man.
Women technically aren't supposed to shoot the shot. So it's hard for them. So they're like, I opened the door, nigga, walk in.
Now, the thing is, it's really confusing because not all women, when they open the door, sometimes it seems like a door is open, but sometimes it seems like it's just a normal thing. And it's like, okay, when I take that step forward, it's like, you'll get rejected. Not me, but men will get rejected and be like, well, damn, the opportunity was
there. What's wrong with rejection? I think that's a problem that our men are having. Being afraid of rejection. It's just like the sales psychology we talked about. Every no gets you closer to your yes. If mine shot me down.
Mm-hmm.
I still got to keep my chin up. I still got to keep going. I still got to be optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end of the world to get rejected. But I think for men, it'd be the end of the world. It's not that serious. Shorty don't like you. He
Mm-hmm.
don't like me. On to the next. You're probably going to be on to the next, even if she did like you.
I'm not afraid of rejection.
Because you're not getting rejected.
I have gotten rejected
20,000 years ago.
But it's confusing because sometimes when you think that opportunity, and sometimes we'll be like, no,
shoot your shot, King.
Women just need to be a little more clear.
No. Even if there's women making more money, we're not cooking and cleaning and stuff like we used to. Some things is just principles.
Mm-hmm.
Men, the Bible says, he who finds a good wife finds a good thing. You know why I stopped praying for? Anyway, that's another subject for another day.
Mm-hmm.
She opened the door. A real man is going to take the lead. You're the leader.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to submit. We submit to someone that's a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be afraid to step into your role. And it's okay if it doesn't work out in that situation. We just got to keep trying. If we don't close a business deal, we don't stop the business. We don't close the business down.
Mm-hmm.
We go for another deal. If she shot you down, she wasn't for you. Go for the next girl. It's a problem with men being afraid of rejection right now. It's keeping a lot of us apart because of the rejection.
So I just
phobia.
I recently just posted a video of me. I was in the gym and I was around.
I saw that, but she didn't see you for real.
She really didn't see.
She didn't see you for real. She would have saw you.
Right.
She would have stood on business.
Right. She just she thought she was in my way.
You thought you was thirsty.
Right.
For the water.
For the water. Yes.
Yeah.
But she had on headphones. She wasn't even, and she was a little older. She was just focused on the gym.
Yeah, minding her business. That's how I'm in the gym.
I could tell by the comments that some guys are afraid of rejection, like, you know what I'm saying? And some guys, you know what I'm saying, are used to it. Like, yo, you shot your shot, you keep it moving.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I try to explain that, like, listen, that don't stop shit.
There's another broad about the drink from the water fountain.
You feel me? But, I mean, I remember the days where, like, getting shot down especially in front of men. Like, it was like 7, 8 people around me. And to walk back, like, you know what I'm saying, fully confident. Like, and back in the day, I would have been like, man, fuck.
She didn't even see you.
No, she didn't. But the fact that it was on camera and there was 8 people around, they didn't notice that.
Right.
They didn't notice that.
As a woman, that's what I saw. So she didn't even see him for real.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even try for real. You know?
No.
I didn't try.
Because you could have still tapped on the shoulder.
I could have.
If you really wanted to. Yeah.
But I'm not even in a gym. I don't even try to talk to women.
It was what it was.
But you would stop for me.
I would give you opportunity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, anytime. But yeah, that's a real thing. Men are afraid of rejection. I didn't realize how ego driven you guys were until I started dating for real. Because I really never dated for real. Like I said, I was dating somebody in my whole 20s, got pregnant in my early 30s, was really focused on being a mother. So I'm really just getting outside in this last 2 years for real. And really dating again for the first time since being like in high school where I'm dating, like not just I got a boyfriend and then you done lock me down. So I'm learning a lot, and ego is an issue, and being rejected is a huge issue with our men. Especially if you got no confidence. If you got no confidence, that's where it really kind of it would strip you of that ego. So we were just having that conversation too. Like, people have conscious confidence. Subconsciously, we're not as confident as we're leading ourselves to think. So me and my homegirl, we were just talking about how these niggas been trying us. And I was like, nope, they really not trying us. We really tried ourselves. I said, because if our confidence level was of this, it would have been impossible for him to do us the way he did us. We don't really believe the things, like, I call myself a queen. People respect me as a queen. But if I truly felt in my heart, and God knows the truth, like the universe knows the real truth. You can say one thing, but your real desire you can't lie about that. My real inner self probably doesn't really feel like the real queen I claim to be. That's why I settle for sucker shit. If I was really walking in my queen shit, these niggas could never. Because my queenism would have stopped it at hello.
I feel the same I think knowing who I am, I don't even allow certain women in my life.
Period.
Not even women, just people. Period.
Period.
You know what I mean? So, but that's my confidence. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. But wait, back to rejection. So let's just say for instance. Now, me and you are friends. Like we're just buddy friends.
Okay.
And I might think that you're opening the door for it.
Okay.
It might be a little confusing. Like, I don't know. Like, she be doing this, and I'd be like, damn. Like, do she like me? And I fuck around and try it.
Okay.
And you be like, hold up, nigga, no, it ain't that. And like now, okay, one fucking confidence is shattered, ego shattered, and now our friendship is a little because women are very confusing because they don't make it direct. They just like throw these little fucking indirect shit, and we don't know. And when we try, it's like now we done fucked up this thing that we had. I think women, I don't want them to chase a man, but if you want a nigga, not say it, but like just let it be known for sure. Instead of us having to guess and be like, all right, let me just try this shit.
I feel you on that. I'll give you that. If we want you, ladies, let's be more direct. Let's say it with our breasts, because we're being in our feminine energy. And for the men, be okay with the rejection. It's not the end of the world. We get rejected every day about everything. It's okay. You want to, but I think for men as well, I don't want to generalize it that much, but men are wanting more quantity. So they're wanting more yeses in that department versus women wanting quality. So it's okay if we get some rejection because we're really trying to stem it down anyway to the husband versus just a bunch of random sex going on. So I think men might be a little bit more entitled to wanting to be with more women. And it's like, you're getting rejected, sir, only because I'm not a hot girl no more like I used to be. I'm retired now and I'm waiting for my husband. So those yeses are now no's because we got to streamline this thing. You feel what I'm talking about.
I feel it. All right, so my question is, do you want me?
No. Because you
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
I do. I find you very attractive, but I am in the market for a husband. I don't think that's what you want right now.
You know what I want.
I said think. I could be wrong. But I know those DMs are just like overflowing right now. So, you know.
DMs don't really matter for real.
They don't.
They don't. I've been having my way for a very long time. So when it comes to like attention, I could, brush it off. Like, so those women really don't matter.
So what matters then?
Realness, because I know like it's a facade. Like these women on the internet, yeah, they look good, but it's a facade. It's fake. It's.
So is your woman a BBL or a natural body girl?
Now, she's a natural.
You prefer natural bodies?
I prefer softness. That's what I prefer.
That was not my question.
But listen to me explain. Because
once it's settled in, soft.
No. Because a lot of do you have a BBL?
No.
Okay. So now, not all BBLs, not all these surgeries, but some of these surgeries are a little hard, and I don't like that shit. I don't like when I meet just, oh damn, it got these curves and shit. But when I finally get to touching and shit, it ain't. I can't dig my hands in that. You know what I mean?
Just stay there.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like scars either.
Okay.
Like
what about stretch marks?
I love stretch marks. Okay. A little fat. You know what I mean? I can pull on it. I don't care. No, niggas don't care. Niggas we're going for that because it's like we going because of the aesthetic. We want the look, but we ain't settled down with that shit.
So what we doing with that shit?
Fucking.
And so then when you do settle down, are we still fucking that shit?
Yes. Now it's.
So why don't you just settle down with that shit?
Because that shit ain't it. It ain't what it's all.
But it's good sex. It's
fantasy.
good.
fantasy.
So the body that she has is good fantasy, but she's not good mentally to settle down with.
Mentally, spiritually, so not all of them. I'm just speaking
In general. Okay.
But the natural woman, not even just the natural woman, just a woman, like something that a man needs from a woman. Like definitely love. I need to feel loved. I need to create a family with. But outside of this woman, I still have these other desires that need to be fulfilled. And sometimes you can't get that out the woman that you really need for your life. You know what I'm saying? And then so sometimes we'll be stressed about other shit, and then the way to relieve that stress is just to go for like the fantasy. And I think that women should just like kind of be a little more open when it comes to that, because women will leave their man so quickly just because he cheated, and it's just a nut for us.
The women are going to kill me for this, but I agree.
I think a lot of women should.
I don't think we should open the door wide open, like just accept all the bullshit and all the cheating of it all. But especially first time offenders, you can get a pass. But men are more sexually driven, and men usually think more with the head. For me, my husband could never be a habitual cheater, ever, ever, ever. If there were instances where it felt like it was a hit and run, no emotional attachment, because when men get emotional attachment, that's when we got a problem. But if we just hitting it and moving, I probably didn't feel like having sex with your ass either. So it's all good.
I'm coming back home to you. I'm raising this family with you. I'm loving you every day.
Yeah.
And I just caught a nut with this woman.
I understand that. Honestly, I personally do understand that can happen. Again, it couldn't be. And I don't know what habitual means because that's relative. I really wouldn't want that to be an every month situation or every other month. But if we had that sometimes over the years, I wouldn't be trying to divorce him.
This is the game. Once you tell a man that he can go do what he wants,
he gonna do the most.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
He's not even gonna want to do it. It's the fact that we feel restricted and we can't do it that we going. Because I'm a person that just can't follow rules.
Yeah,
I don't want.
You're Leo.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want rules. I don't want to be controlled. So the fact that a person tells me, "Hey, go listen, go do you. If you want to, go," and then I get to thinking like, I really don't even give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
I don't need a bunch of women for real. It's the fact that I couldn't.
Yeah.
But now that I can. You know what? I'll probably, fuck around sometimes. But the fact that she allows me to be free now I don't feel like I'm in jail. You know what I mean? So that's some game for women.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Oh, so you don't mind me?
I mean, I just broke it down the best way I know how to break it down. It can't be habitual. I would prefer you not, but I understand shit happens.
That means we should have a chance.
I mean, if you're single, I'm ready to mingle. So, I said I was going to never say that again publicly. And here
Single,
I go.
regular, ready to mingle?
Listen.
I mean, I do that to people. I'm sorry.
Nah. Yeah. I said that on another podcast. My DM's still going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say that. You look way better in person.
Oh, well, thank you.
Not that I really studied your page. I've seen more, but I don't think online does you any justice. I think in person.
Well, I received that, King. Hopefully that's not sales psychology.
I want to tell you that when I see you downstairs. But
okay. I received that.
I like the way you call me King.
I think you're a king, that's why.
So you don't call every man king?
So here's the thing. You know why I do call every man a king? But I've heard several men tell me this is different when I call them king. They say it's like you really see the king in me, and I really do.
Even through text messages, the first king, I was like, but hearing your voice and the way you say it, it really feels like you mean it.
I really, really do.
I received that, queen.
Every queen just wants a king, and we deserve that.
Every king deserves a queen. And we deserve a queen or two. But
you know what? Do you watch TV?
Not really.
Neither do I. But there's this one show I'm obsessed with. Bridgerton. Have you ever heard of it? It's really a chick flick. And there's a spinoff called Queen of Charlotte. And I love it because it's back in the 1800s. It's a period piece, but the queen is black. And as a woman who really does go around doing her best to be a queen, it really shows you what a real queen is and the shit that she really does have to endure. So we use it, and we use it clichely, like it's supposed to be like we only get the best of the best. And in a way we do, but that queen had to put up with so much to carry that crown. It gives you a new respect for the title. Mm-hmm. So I don't really do anything very clichely. If I say it, I mean it. I try to live it. I walk by it. I don't really play games. It is what it is. So if I call you a king, I really do see that in you, and I believe I'm one, and I should be treated accordingly. Mm-hmm. 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 Stop making me blush.
You're making me blush.
Okay. It's still a psychology boy. He got it, y'all.
I don't have any psychology. I don't sell psychology. I'm a romantic.
Okay.
I'm a lover. That's all.
Me too. I like that you said you study the lady, because that's how easy it is. The guy that I'm talking to right now, everything he says, I just regurgitate it back to him. Like, nigga, you said this. That's why I was able to do it. Mm-hmm. I pay attention. I can tell you don't like me for real because you're not paying attention. You think you like me. Mm-hmm. Your conscious mind is telling you that you like me. Mm-hmm. But your subconscious mind is telling me that you don't like me because you're not listening to anything I'm saying to you at all.
That's typically what I do on days. I just listen and then, okay, all right, this is what I need to do. I'm not saying that I'm like finessing or nothing. Like,
well, they don't call you finesse for nothing.
I'm just adapting. Mm-hmm. You know, I know I gotta be me, but you know, like people are, you know, they like what they like. So if you tell me that you don't like flowers, then why would I get you flowers? You tell me, oh, I love flowers and I love doing this. All right, cool.
Too easy.
You just listen.
That's it. And whatever you wanted from her, whether it was positive motive or ulterior motives or whatever it is, you're going to get it. Because you gave her what she wanted.
What's your love language?
You know, I thought my love language was gifts because I just worked so hard, and everything I have, I've bought myself. Like a lot of shit I have, my friends' husbands has gotten those very same things for them. And I've had to get everything myself. So I'm like, gifts is my love language. But now I think I've been so goddamn lonely for so long. I think quality time is my love language currently. So I think it can change in your season. Because once me and you are together every night, I might want some gifts again.
After you got your quality time.
After I got my quality time, then I might need some words of affirmation because these niggas in these streets, at work, in the world keep trying me.
Gotcha.
So I need to come home and I need my king to lift me up again.
I can do that. I mean, for a woman.
In general. Yep. What's yours?
Physical touch.
Okay.
Physical touch is at the top. And then affirmation.
Okay.
I think quality time is at the bottom. I just need a lot of space.
Okay.
Not saying I don't like spending time with the woman, but it's not required for me.
Okay.
You know, like I could take days away from you knowing that the love is still there. You know,
I'm that way too. I like missing my boyfriend or whatever. Like that, those days apart is like the buildup of me seeing you again. Like me seeing you every day. I mean, I could do it. I desire to be married. I guess we're gonna live together, but I really do enjoy missing him.
Right. How can you miss a motherfucker if you see him every day?
Every goddamn day.
You're talking to him all day, every day. When you say I miss you, like, I mean,
that's
how?
a lie. Still psychology.
How do you miss me? Like,
you just saw me.
All right. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. So I could do long distance relationships because I get to miss you. I'm big on consistency. That's not one of the major love languages, but yeah, I need consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah, and I don't require a lot, which I'm learning is a problem. I don't require a lot, so they're already not even they. We're gonna keep this about me. That's a problem. I should require the world.
The world.
The world. I deserve all of that and more.
How long do you think it's gonna take to find?
It's gonna find me, and it's coming. Soon. I feel it.
That's exactly how you gotta say it.
It's coming soon. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Each experience gets better than the next.
Mm-hmm. Is your real name Blessin?
It's my real name.
What's your last name?
McCoy Thompson.
How you end up with two?
So my mom got married when I was 13. He legally adopted us. And I was 13 at this point. I'm like, I'm not going to lose McCoy. And that's how everybody knows me. Mm-hmm. So I got hyphenated.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. But when I get married, they both gone. I'm going to be a whole new woman.
My last name Dupiton.
Dupiton? That sounds really fancy and rich. Are you French?
My parents are from Haiti. Yeah.
Blessin Dystanee. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
It had a little ring to it.
They did.
Blessin Dystanee is my middle name.
Dupiton.
That is like, you don't need to go no further. The name alone is going to be written in the Bible. Like, it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm. Written.
Yes. How old are you, King?
3 years younger than you.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have such mature energy.
I mean, I've been through a lot. So.
Where are you from?
I was born in New Jersey.
Okay.
I was raised in Atlanta.
Okay. So what age were you when you came to Atlanta?
8.
Okay.
7, 8, something like that.
You've been raised in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. So when people try to figure out, like, you don't seem like an Atlanta guy, but then again, you don't seem like a Northern guy either. I just have a bunch of.
Got it.
You know, I'm a whole different breed.
Mm-hmm.
Something you never came across before.
I feel that way about myself. People never guess I'm from Savannah.
Mm-mm.
At all. And I don't like doing things like everybody else's, which was one reason I feel like I'm not a good marketer, is because marketing leaves clues and you just copy what the last person did. Mm-hmm. I have no desire to be like the last person, so I want to do the exact opposite, which is breaking the marketing rules. That's why you're not a good marketer. Mm-hmm. You should just follow the rules. But I hate being like people.
I feel the same way about sales. I do not like doing that shit. It be seeming so fucking corny. But it works for them.
It works.
It works for them.
It works. The script works. I had to tell my sales team that every day. Y'all keep getting off script. The script works.
I be feeling like a fucking
But for me, it just be like, I remember when I was really trying to like blow up on social media, and there was this young lady who did very well, and I was like, every day she says the same thing on live. I just can't even fucking do it. I see her making the money. Mm-hmm. All I gotta do is just copy the right cat, and just my authenticity would just not let me do that shit.
I said the same fucking thing.
It just would not let me get over here and say the same thing to y'all and call it a different title. Like, I just couldn't do it.
I see a girl going live every day. She makes $10,000 a day. And at first I was like, bruh,
I can do this. It's too easy.
But I can't.
And I can't. I can't, bruh. It's the same story.
I cannot do it.
It's the same story. Even Dion, I'm like, we joined our mentorship at the same time. I'm like, bruh, you got it and you did it well.
Myron?
No, Dion.
Oh, you joined his
mentorship? No, I'm sorry. Which one we joined together? Neo.
Oh, Neo's.
Mm-hmm. That's how we met.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I mean, I will eventually.
We will eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dion got down back though.
That spirit it's just not my natural spirit.
It ain't. Mm-mm.
It's just not my natural. And I love being myself so much. I'm like Kanye West. Like, I'm so obsessed with me. Fuck y'all. Eventually, y'all gonna get on my program.
Right. I be thinking
it might take a little longer, but eventually, y'all gonna get on my program. Is how I see it.
That I could do it just my way. But my way do not work.
It don't work because there's a way.
You gotta stick to the fucking script.
Yep. Because when I listen to my sales team, I feel like those guys. Like, all you gotta do is read the script. Why are you? You know why we're not making no sales? You're not reading the script. Read the goddamn script.
Read the fucking script. That's what I'm gonna do.
That was a word for both of us.
Read the fucking script.
Read the script. Because we fire signs. We just want to do what the fuck we want to do.
I know.
I'm like, you don't tell me what to do because I'm going to do the opposite. Y'all lucky I'm a tamed Sagittarius now. Because we're the wildest of the zodiacs. Like, we're both fire signs, but I'm fierier than you. So you don't even want to date a Sagittarius until she's ready. Because she ain't about to do the right thing until she's ready.
You know, my sister is like that. She is like, she's like a nigga. Like,
well, we got a little nigga energy. We got a little.
You feel like you masculine in any way?
Well, I think everybody has both. And you know, to be an entrepreneur at a certain level requires some masculine energy.
For sure.
We talk about women in marriages and husbands staying together more in the past, and that's because those women didn't have any money. So they had to stick around for whatever was dealt to them. But a lot of those women were never in love. But does love even matter in marriage, I guess, that much? I don't know. Let me stay on target. I said all that to say, what was my original point, Jonathan?
Your original point was...
Let me see if you're studying me.
Well, you said that women stayed in the marriage because
your sister was Sag.
My sister was Sag. We were talking about fire. I can't pay attention because you're so beautiful.
Untamed Sagittarius. Husbands. Women having money.
Who said that?
Right. They stayed longer. Certain level of masculinity when you're in your entrepreneurial role, right? So they stayed married longer back in the day because they just wasn't able to make any money. Like if your husband wasn't taking care of you, what were you going to do, period? Like, what was your source? So they had to stay married. Women today, we're in our masculine energy a little bit more because we're providing for ourselves. That was never a role for us before. We were always provided for. Provision requires masculine energy. That was the point I was trying to make, y'all.
Okay. So how do you feel about let me not say that. Men have feminine qualities too. Now they're saying men just being feminine, period, these days. But all men have this feminine quality in them. If they're, lovers, if they're really into their woman for real, because to even get to love a woman, that requires like a hint of femininity, because you have to like become this, this lover person, like spooning and fucking kissing and doing so. That's the feminine thing. Like masculine shit is, I'm going out in the field and I'm working, I'm busting my ass, and I'm so I think both of it requires both energies. But like you said, though, women are making money nowadays. I think the more money that women are getting, it's like, fuck niggas, I don't need y'all. That's the energy like women are giving nowadays. Like, I don't really need a man because I can kind of do this my damn self. And I think men are being a little more feminine. I don't have an answer for that one.
I think a lot of it is actually in the food that kind of did some role reversals in both the women and the men.
Food. Like
the hormones and stuff like that they pumped into us. I think that helped a little bit. But to stay on point.
I can agree.
To stay on point. Yeah, there is some role reversals happening, but the world is changing so much, right? So we just got to figure out how to change with it. We got to figure out how to not be each other's, it's not even enemies the right word, but if women are making more money and being more masculine, something has to shift with the men too. That's why I don't like women communities. Like, my friends might be like, let's have a women only event. I'm not coming. Because if we keep empowering the women and we're not empowering the kings, they're never going to be powerful enough to work with the women that are powerful. So we need more Black men being built up and built up properly. Helping you with your ego, helping you with the rejection, helping you with the cell psychology, helping you with your spirituality, helping you with everything, so that you won't be intimidated or even feeling inferior. If I don't know if that's the right word, but we close the gap that's happening between our Black men and women.
Because they think the men already just got it. We already got it just figured out. That's just them. let's build ourselves, let's fix ourselves. And then the men, they don't need, not saying that we don't need change, but
I also feel if the men were choosing the right women, we wouldn't have as big of a gap either. Y'all are so obsessed with this BBL culture that you claim you don't really want for real, that you're really not marrying, but obsessed with looking at, that women like myself, even though I'm beautiful, like you said, and like I believe, I was just telling my homegirl, the example that I used was that we're beautiful, we're queens, but subconsciously every day, or even consciously every day, we like, when we fly to go get our BBL. The fact that we're having that conversation really means we don't feel as beautiful as we claim we do. We're not the queens that we claim we are, because as soon as we get the time, the money, or the energy, or the courage to go get this BBL done, that's really what's on our hearts. God is going to give you the true desires of your heart. He know you're not happy in your body for real. You're just saying that shit. He know you really want to go get your titties done tomorrow. And the men are making us feel that way. And the men are entertaining the women who have the BBLs, and the women with the smarts and the spirituality and who could really help her man grow are being overlooked.
We're being brainwashed. That's what it is, because we thinking with our dick. I can see a woman from 2 blocks away and I see a fat ass. I ain't got to see her face. I'm like, damn, I'll fuck the shit. I don't even know what this bitch look like. I don't even know what this woman look like, but I'm gonna fuck that ass. You know what I mean? So that already tells you right there, like, we're programmed to think with our dick and our reproductive system. So I understand, women not feeling, like they're not getting the attention that they desire. But it's only because that's the way that we just think down here. And as soon as we get that nut, now we get this clarity. Okay, you know what? This bitch ain't nothing. All right.
You're right. And so I guess eventually when you're older, you like marry one of us, I guess. I don't know. And then you're still fantasizing about her. So it's a problem.
But here's the thing though. So like a woman like you, now that you go get you a BBL, you change as well. Because now in your mind, you're getting all this attention now. You're getting all this attention that you just never got. You got attention before, but now it's like times 10. In your mind, you're a little big headed too.
I'm trying to let y'all get me before I get the BBL, so everybody can be happy.
Oh, you're gonna go get one?
We talk about it regularly.
Wow.
I've been trying to hold it down for the natural girls for a long time. Like I've been trying to, because I like being different. So I've been trying to really be the poster child for that shit. But you should it's intimidating. Every day is just getting, and I'm getting older too. So I remember starting the charge like literally in my 20s. Like I don't need that. But the body was right in my 20s. It ain't bad now, but there was no kids. It was a 6-pack. There was no stretch marks. It was easier to say that. But I'm approaching 40. Just gravity is a real thing. So, and 40 is the new 30. Like, I remember my mom had me at 32. I had my son at 32. And what my mama was doing at 37 years old and what I'm doing at 37 years old, totally different. Like my mom would never be in nobody's club. My mom would never be on nobody's yacht. My mom wouldn't even be flying in a jet. That's extreme, but I'm just saying like the things I'm doing at 37, my mom was very wholesome, like not even overly churchy, but just a very Clara Huxtable. Like always, like this dress, 37 on my mama, never. But for us, it's so natural. And then we got the 22-year-olds wearing this dress. And we got the 25-year-olds and the 30-year-olds wearing the same, and the 40-year-olds wearing this, and some 50-year-olds wearing this very same dress. So even now, for me in this generation, my competition is different. Because my mama looked like a 37-year-old when she was 37. She had the 37-year-old, whatever that was back then, like a moo at night, I don't know, but like just really not a sexy lady. And now these bras trying to stay sexy to 82.
I remember my mom at 40, 30, shit, 35. Like she wasn't on that. She was raising her kids, and I get you. I get it. Yeah. Maybe you should have it after your second child.
I mean, Is there going to be a second child? I'm not having a child after 40. It's 37. It's 38 at the end of this year. So that was the original plan, because by then it's not even a BBL no more. It's like you earned that shit. You had some kids. It's time to tighten some things. Because women now are like in their 20s with no kids just getting BBLs.
I know women that work a waitress at goddamn lounge or some shit.
Because back in the day, it was to fix what the baby messed up.
Right.
Now we just BBLing just to BBL.
Just look.
Just to look so you can see her 2 miles away and want to fuck her. So we got a pandemic going on.
Well, maybe I should get you before the BBL.
Maybe you should.
You can have a big head. You're like, nah, nigga.
Listen.
I need to be a billionaire, man.
Listen. They don't call me Big B for nothing.
Oh. Could you date a man that had less than?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like ambitious men.
Mm-hmm.
So my ex made $21 million last year. The situationship guy, right? Mm-hmm. So I just started a podcast. I don't know if it's going to really go anywhere, but I did start one, and I had him on there. And I said, when we started talking 15 years ago, how much money do you think you had in your bank account at that time? And he said, maybe $5,000. Maybe. Mm-hmm. That's the same nigga today that got 21 million. Mm-hmm. But he was so ambitious from the first day I met him. So the first day I met him, I'm walking through Lenox, and he goes, he's in a suit. First time a man ever stopped me in a suit. My ex is also like the guy who hired me and taught me a lot of things. But anyway, so he stops me in the mall, and he says, we had a little conversation. I remember that part. But he says, I'm going to help you make more money than you've ever made in your life. And then he hands me a business card, and it was Spot UV. You know what a Spot UV business card is? It's almost like it looks like this wall. See how this is risen off of the flatness? Mm-hmm. That's how the shiny part was off of the mat. So it was like the most fanciest card I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, this man gotta be standing on business in a suit and with that kind of business card. And so I just believed him. I went home and I told my roommate, I said, I met this guy. And he said he's going to help me make more money than I've ever made in my life. And he gave me this book, The Greatest Salesman of the World. And I read the first scroll and it made me cry. I think you should read it. She laughed at me. She's still broke to this day. Mm-hmm. I believed him. We still getting money to this day.
Y'all dated?
We did date. We don't date anymore. Mm-hmm. But we did have a period of time when we did date.
This is the guy that made 21 million? Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on now. How long you dated?
8 years.
Okay, all right. Makes sense now. And this same guy that had $5,000 when y'all first met? Mm-hmm. How the hell he only had $5,000 and he said, I'm going to make you...
Belief.
Uh-huh.
Belief. And I seen it with my own eyes. I seen Dion with my own eyes. I remember when I met Dion, mm-hmm. and I seen him do it. I believe niggas. I believe I can do it. That's why I said, when you said, why I only made $1 million, you're absolutely right. I'm around too many people that I've seen mm-hmm. come from nothing to something in a little period of time. Mm-hmm. I'm playing games.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's a problem right now because women want a man that's already put together, that's already at that 20 million status, and they don't have enough patience.
I do. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could sense it from a nigga. You can sense
I love
it from
ambition.
A man. Like
you gotta be rich in belief and ambition, and you my nigga. That's my requirement.
I like that. I love that.
It's mindset for me. Because sometimes it's just like me. I'm from the country. I never seen this shit before. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just need exposure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And somebody that believe in you and some belief in yourself. Mm-hmm. And then anything is possible.
Sometimes it takes that woman too. Sometimes
I wholeheartedly believe that. Or that partner in general. Because he was the guy, but he inspired me. Mm-hmm. And I'm very wealthy mentally and spiritually. So where I'm lacking, I tell people all the time that I probably could have 10 million if I was more open to some other things that I'm just like, principally, I ain't got to do all of that.
I had an ex back in 13. And like I had this vision in my mind, like what I was going to do in my life. Mm-hmm. she was just like, go get you a job. And I was like, I can't, I can't go get a job because I already have this vision. I can't break away from that. And she just couldn't with like stand the rain. She couldn't stand like the journey.
Do you miss her? It wasn't meant to be.
No, but
that's so. Remember you asked me earlier why I feel like I couldn't get like somebody in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not her.
Right.
You were passing that level, so you got to be patient for the queen that's can handle that level. You always knew you was going to. Beyonce was made a star. I was born a star. I always had this feeling about me, and yeah.
I was born a star too.
Some of us are born a star.
I was born a star. I was definitely born a star.
Some of us are born a star. What? So they say all the time, consistency beats talent. Beyonce had the right parents.
She had the right team around her.
She had the right parents, which built the right team, which built Beyonce. You and I, with that team, Beyonce who? Or will at least be some good competition for her ass.
But I know my ex to this day, like she regretted. She regret like not believing.
Yeah. I moved to Atlanta, the love of my life. Ooh, I don't want to put this because people be watching from Savannah and putting two and two together, but let me try to tell it. Moved to Atlanta. I was 22, so I moved to Atlanta. And I just was wild for about 6 months. Like, he wanted to break up with me. I'm like, nigga, break up. I don't care. I'm having fun. Like, I've never had this kind of experience before. I'm from Savannah. I went to college in Savannah. I'm meeting stars. Basketball players are trying to talk to me. Like, bye. And so after about 6 months, I was like, but this ain't what I want. Like, this is not who I am for real. Like, it was fun. But honestly, I would rather just have my plain Jane boyfriend. So I called him back, and I would say that situation lasted for 8 years because I was really praying he was going to take me back. So I really wasn't even looking for a boyfriend or anything new. I was really trying to get back with my heart was obsessed with him the entire time. And then he ended up getting married, and then we ended up having a conversation, and we never crossed the line because he was married. But we talked about what if, right? And as I'm talking to him about our what ifs, I'm like, I can tell he probably wished he gave me another chance. Because once we break your heart, y'all can rebound well. Women, y'all can break our hearts all the time and it's no problem. But if we break y'all's, it's like, you can't trust me ever again in life. So now he's seen that I've grown into this wonderful woman, like from not just on the outside, but like mentally, spiritually, she's beautiful. He's like, I really should have given her another chance. And I'm looking at him like, he's like, I can't do certain things because I will lose this money and I will lose that money. I'm like, but there's more money to be made. Like, that's the easy part. Yeah. There's like, I done figured out how to make money. Like, that's the easy part. What are you going to do mentally and spiritually? Are you going to live the rest of your life miserable? Or are you going to take a shot on happiness? And that's when I kind of learned that I'm just so ambitious that his mindset and I could really never go nowhere for real. That's why you didn't come to Atlanta with me, because that was the original plan. You scared. And I knew something was going to shake.
What are you doing now?
Doing what most men in Savannah do, work on the ports. Because that's our biggest opportunity there.
Man, you got to see past that shit, man. I've heard that a lot, though. Like, yeah, I got a good job on the port. Nigga.
And there's nothing wrong with that. My king's down there in Savannah, Georgia. But you got a girl that's trying to take you beyond the ports. You got to roll with that. You got to have some ambition and some belief so we can go somewhere.
Well, how long does your patience last? Because, okay, yeah, he ambitious. Yeah, he got his plan. But, okay, if shit not going right, year 1, year 2, year 3. You seen the movie with
Taraji? Yeah. So, the question was, would I date someone with less money than me? The answer is yes. Is that the desire? No. So I really have to cross that bridge when I get there because I'm not planning on that. I'm hoping that, we're a little bit more equally yoked. But so I don't have a time frame on how many years I will wait. But it would, and even in that situation, he was actively working toward his goal. Because like for an example, with what's Issa Rae's show called?
I just watched it.
Dang, starts with the S, right?
Insecure.
I don't think Lawrence was working on his dream as much, and she was like, "You're just not doing enough." But in Taraji's movie, he was actively working on his dream, and I think that was just she wasn't even unhappy. It was the people in her ear. It was the people in her ear that effed them up. If it was just her and him, and I'm a loner, so more than likely it's just gonna be me and you. Because even now my family can't get in my ear about too much of anything. So that's another great quality I like in people, when they can think for themselves. So if it's me and you, I can probably allow you the time if I see you actively working on it. It was her family that messed her up.
So you ready to just ride this whole thing out? Because I think it was like 20 years, wasn't it? No. I think it took him 20 years. Some shit.
Again, that's not my desire.
Right.
But I don't believe she was down for the cause. It was the family fucking her up. It was the family in her ear. She saw her man working toward it. But that ain't what I want for me, though. I ain't saying that's what I want for me, Jonathan. Don't try to twist my words. Don't try to twist my words. No, but it's almost like I said when I started the show with you. When I dated the guy who maybe had $5,000 in his pocket, it never felt that way. It always felt his energy and what we did always felt rich. It never felt like he didn't have any money. And that's when I said that I didn't even realize I wasn't making more money than I was, because I always felt good. And my mom taught me what I call faith currency. My mother, I never really seen my mom work a lot, and I never felt broke as a kid. Like, I always felt wealthy, even when there was no money around. So I call it faith currency, that God just provides. And he says you ain't got to worry about nothing. All your needs will be met if you believe. And I'm a strong believer in God's principles. So even when I don't have multi-millions, it be feeling like multi-millions.
That's how I feel too.
At any time I can do whatever I want to do. God is good.
One time I'll be down, and then the next day I'll be up.
Listen,
I don't want to be tripping.
I can't trip.
I don't be tripping at all.
Can't trip at all. Just give me one more day to live. And it's going to be all good.
Blessin Dystanee.
I like that. You heard it here first.
Oh my God. You have some soft hands. You know how to cook.
Thank you. Do I know how to cook?
Yeah.
Well, for the king, I'm going to have to probably get me some lessons.
Really?
I mean, if that's what you desire.
What you be doing there? How you be feeding yourself?
I mean, I like to eat out.
Oh, you can't eat out every day.
I mean, I'm ready to be more domesticated now.
Yeah, you can't eat out every day. It's not good for you.
It's not.
Too many hands touching your meal. Your meal need to be...
Grace is sufficient.
It need to be cooked with love.
I do agree.
With love.
I do agree.
And if it's a cook, a waitress, by the time you get your meal, then 3 people to touch your meal.
So you cook a lot?
No.
Who cooking your food?
I ain't got
with
nobody.
love.
Nobody.
So what you eating then?
I'm waiting on my queen to cook for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay, y'all heard it here first. Cooking lessons on the way.
I be making smoothies instead.
Okay.
Fruits.
I do like the juice.
Me too.
Yeah, that's one of my pastimes.
Hmm.
So it's a nice stress reliever.
Juicing?
Yes. You just get into the zone. You're cutting up your fruit. You put it in the machine. You turn on the secret.
The secret?
The secret.
Are you juicing?
Yes.
Oh.
I love The Secret on a regular basis. It's like
basis.
It's a very high frequency book, and like a easy one where you ain't gotta like think too hard. It's just very easily said what you need to do to achieve whatever you want.
That was the first book I ever came across that opened my mind to manifesting. I said, these white people just thinking? They're
just thinking. That's why I said you ain't got to think too hard. Because with Think and Grow Rich, you got to think a little hard about them principles.
Right.
The Secret, anybody can do it.
Anybody. Put like a little vision board together.
Anybody can do it. You feel sad? Change your vibration and feel happy. Think of happy thoughts.
Man, I swear to God, that changed my whole life.
Think of happy thoughts.
I barely get mad. I went to prison.
Barely.
And while I was in prison, at first I was mad, but I was like, you know what? This actually could be a good thing. you know what? Let me really make the most of this time. And
How long were you there?
Just 3 years.
Okay, not too shabby.
But in the midst of me being in prison, this is what came about.
Yeah,
like I really came.
This was a vision in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Was the title and everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Finesser's Only Club, Rich and Unemployed, everything. I sat there and thought, read a bunch of books, and I came up with it.
I love that. Yeah. Once you see something once, you become a better believer. So that's why the money and how much he has in his pocket isn't important to me. A broad who ain't never seen a man get it from nowhere is probably important to her because she don't know how it's gonna happen.
Right.
So she can only go off what she's seen, and that's
no
lack.
Right.
So he gotta already have it. I love. Another thing that I attract is men that teach me how to fish. I be like, nigga, just go buy me a Chanel too. Like, I just want to be spoiled. They will not spoil me, but they will teach me. And those lessons go on forever.
I ain't gonna say I hate spoiling shit, but man, I'd love to help you figure it out. Listen, I'll buy it for you. Like this one chick, she's like, I'm like, what you want for Christmas? She was like, oh, I want a Chanel bag. And I was like, why? Why do you want a Chanel bag? And then she really thought like, you know what? Maybe can you break my lease for me? Thank you.
Right.
That makes more sense.
Right.
Like, what the fuck am I buying? You just want Chanel because everybody has Chanel. Like, let's really think.
That's a fact. That is a fact. So yeah, but you buy it and it's on the shelf. A man teach you how to fish.
Lasts forever.
So God is good.
How'd you like this conversation?
I loved it. I love king energy.
I love queen energy.
I wish I could do this more often. I get tired of talking to these broads.
Let's come back over.
How often can I come?
Maybe every other day.
Because I know you like your space.
Maybe once
so
a
let's
week.
be realistic.
Maybe once a week or something.
Okay. See how I listen and I pay attention. And I'm going to start my cooking lessons tomorrow so I can cook for you with love and be intentional.
I love that.
And let you cheat twice a year. No, we're not going to put a number on it because then you're going to feel like I'm trying to control you, and that's not what I want to do.
It's not.
As often as you like,
it's not called
your
cheating.
queen is going. We're going to let you do what you need to do as a man. And I'll be here for you, king.
And you're going to be happy. And
I'm going to be happy. I'm going to live happily ever after.
That sounds so good, too.
It's easy.
It is. You make it sound so easy.
It is easy. I just want a Chanel bag every now and then.
That's easy.
Too easy.
Where you been at?
Right here. We can make money most times with our money. But every now and then we'll splurge. Yeah. Let's do it. 20 and Clyde. 24. That was the 03 version. We did 24 version.
Oh my God. I like you, Blessin.
You cool people, Jonathan.
Dion was trying to put me on you. When I sent you that, I think he sent you a screenshot or something. He was like, yeah, she's single too, bro.
Dion, he didn't quite say it like he almost said you was on me already. But you know,
Dion playing matchmaker, man.
He trying. He looking out for his little sister. He trying. But I told him, once you wait this long, you just gotta be patient.
Gotta be patient.
It gets hard, but you just gotta be patient. You didn't come this far to just not be patient.
I know, right?
But you got a little time. 34, right? Wow. Wow. You got a little time.
Not too much time.
I mean, you're getting close. But it'll happen. Is that your desire?
What?
Like settling down?
Of course. I need somebody to take care of me.
Okay. Like in the near future? Okay.
I need somebody to take care of me. I need somebody to love me.
Okay. That shouldn't be too hard.
It's not hard to love.
I mean, honestly, this shit ain't hard. Like, we keep saying that. But it's about deciding. Like when you find someone that brings enough of what you want, it might not even be everything. Because it's kind of hard to find everything. But you could, whatever you believe, you receive. But enough, like you just got to decide at that point, this is what I'm want to do. And that should work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done talking.
I'm done.
Okay. How do we wrap up the call?
I think we just got to kiss and then just cut off.